Alright, I think everything's done. If not, whatever. It is what it is. PC games. And good morning, Sir Zookeeper. Hello there. Alright. I'm gonna take the cheap way of doing this, the quick way of doing this, and I'm gonna get this over and done with because I want to move on from Z-Path. So we are going to write this down. I got first. This almost never happens. You're probably the only one who sets an alarm to be here. So yes, that almost never happens. Almost never. Alright. This needs to be here. Okay. So we're gonna just write down this block all the way down. So it's 450, 407, 406, 405, 404 to 404. Four 51, 403, 452 to 401. Whoop, nope. 452. 402 And then it's also 451 or 453. And then it's 454 and 55, 401, 456, 400, 457, 58, 399, 459, 398, and then 460, 461, 397, and 396, 462, 395, 94, 463, 393, nine two, and 464, 391. Okay, so that should get me everywhere we need to go. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, so 550, 407, 406, 405, 404. All right, then it's gonna go to 451, 403, 452, and 53. So 52 and 53. All right, so we've done that one, that one, that one. Now 454. And 5. 456 and 400. 457, 58 here. 399. 50. Okay. $461, 97, 96. Okay. 62, 95, 94. Got it. 63, 93, 92. Got it. All right, so now they just need to go 3 wide on all of this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. does that not feel right still? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Ah, so this is why. Okay, so that should fix that. Wherever it's 4 wide is where we need to fix it. 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, so that changes that path. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there we go. But I don't get why it doesn't. I'm gonna have to go look at the other one. I don't get why it doesn't quite look like what I thought. Or maybe it's just I'm losing my mind. Because it feels really narrow here. But let's go take a look. I mean, that's it. I wrote down the numbers. It's we literally copied it note for note. So I guess it's just an optical illusion. Break the 1,000 lamp run here. No, this seems wider. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. Is. Alright, we can fix it.
Who ordered all this fucking anime, kitty?
We just need to think about where this is. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then it needs to be like 1. How did I do this? How did I get this? Because this looks fine. This looks normal.
Hello there.
Hello there. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I see what it is. It's how I did the path. So it's 1, 2. So from right here, it's 1, 2, 3 this way. 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 It's 1, 2, 3 this way. It's 3s this way, not 3s this way. Oh, okay. I got it. I figured it out. It's 3s vertically, not horizontally. So it would be 1, 2, 3. Sleep at night. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whatever, 1, 2. Yeah, we did it. Hello there. How's it going? How is it going? Alright, I can accept this. This works fine. This feels alright. I can deal with this. So I'm pretty sure it's this, this, and this. That is what I'm about 90% sure. How are you doing today? While we're here, we'll go ahead and look at this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 2 down here. So I need to come down 1 more block here, and that should clean up that path. Yes, so it's right here is just fine. We're gonna fill this in with a little dirt. Then we come back this way, which is 1, 2, so it's 3, 3. Okay, so it's 3 is this way, and we're gonna work our way over here to the mushroom. We're gonna work up. All right. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna start here and then we're gonna work our way that way. All the way over here to the tree. Good, good, good. Okay. I should have this now. Get out of here, sheep. It's that fixes the bedding. Also, let's just go ahead and take this up now. Can only sleep at night. I hate this. So 1, 2. Three, and then it came up here. 1, 2, 3, then like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tree's gotta go. Pretty sure it's like this. Bruh, it's gotta be getting close to nighttime. Three hearts from that one swing. He came out in full armor, too. This. Okay. It's fine there. Like I said, a little bit of wiggle room to prevent focus. Come on. Let me sleep so I can get rid of this stupid rain, for one. Crap. Okay, so we're gonna need to axe that shaft. Silk touch the shaft of that, because we're gonna move it over. Well, maybe not the top, but we're gonna need to... That top block, it'll still need to be there. Let me see, did I curve it at all back, or did it stay straight once we kind of hit this? That's what I want to look at. If we put any curve to it. There we go. Finally! We can get rid of the rain. Hooray! Alright, so let's go ahead and... take this. And then we're gonna do it like this, like this. I am 69 your mom's years old. Why does it matter how old I am? Just asking. 34. Clear that. I'm not sure if this is gonna break. There. Yeah, that's much better. Place that there. Now, 6 days a week during basically my 3 hours of the day that I can actually afford to do this. Everything else, I work till I get up, till I go to bed. I don't want to make it big. That's the difference. This is just my fun, chill time. I'm not here to get big. I'm not here to get famous. I'm here to just to chill out for a little bit. I am an audio engineer. I record, well, I mix music now for a living. I don't really record it much anymore. I got to that point where in my life, I'm like, get off my lawn, you young whippersnappers. So now I just mix it. It's way easier. So then we're going to do some trickery here, because I don't remember exactly where we were going. I don't think it matters, but we'll figure it out together. So like, I know it's like somewhere around in here. Like Like, I know we got to do some terraforming in this region, but it's what? Nope. I'm perfectly fine doing what I do where I do it. I do not want fame or fortune like that. I'm happy doing exactly what I do. Which is a shocking concept to some. I want to stay under the radar for the most part. Alright, let's go look at the other world, because I want to see exactly where I ran that. Yep, this is not what I don't stream to be ninja, have 10,000 people in my chat, 20,000 people in my chat, donating thousands of dollars every few minutes in my chat. I'm not for that. I don't want that. I want to come here, hang out with the people that do come hang out, and actually want to be here, not be here because I'm just some name. You know? Okay, so we have it 1, 2, 3, so then we come 1 off the corner of the tree. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 off the tree. So tree, it goes forward 4, and then it moves over 1 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5 forward. Okay, save and quit. So from the tree, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it went up here. No. Alright, so the path's starting to feel good. Alright, so we've arrived here. So now, what happens next, I'm not 100% sure what we want to do. Because we've kind of got it to the region where I need to... because we're getting close. The mountain's like right here. Like we're right at the hill. I think this is it right here. Yeah, we're right at the mountain path. So our path should be this thing right, yep, there it is. You can see it right here. So it's right under here. Stops right there. So we are almost there. It's more about now, how do we want to get it, the path up the mountain to this? We've got a little bit ways to go, so I mean, I can bring it into this region somewhere, and it'll be just fine. Well, so it's like, it's how do I want to, so what I mean by how do I want to do it, it's, do I want to, like, I don't have a lot of space to do, like, something super crazy, because, I mean, like, I'm going to take trees down. Like, this is going to be, by the time we really get here, this is going to be very nether-like region in this area, once we really, like, terraform it. The idea right now is I'm just trying to get the physical 3-wide path to the mountain, and then it's about figuring out, we're playing on RTX's Windows 10 RTX, so it's the Bedrock edition. That's kind of the idea, but the issue is if I'm doing a 3-wide block, I think it's really hard to do, to keep it with the pattern on something without making it look enormous. So it's like, how do we want to curve a 3-wide path up into this? We have the whole side to play with. It's more of making sure we get it right coming up this way when it happens. So we'll take a look from we'll take a look from right about here on the creative world, because I know I'm going to have to get this tree down. I'm about like 98% sure that tree's got to go. We'll have to do a little bit more dirt terraforming in here. And then we'll see where we're at. Let's go ahead and go to our bed, because it is getting towards nighttime. You can only sleep at night. Yeah. So, I can do it naturally. It's not, that's not going to be the issue. So, I had an idea that could start working its way up. The question is I need to make up my mind, am I going to use stairs or am I going to go to slabs? I normally don't like stairs because it gives you this weird jittery, bumpy look. When you do slabs, it seems a lot cleaner of a walking path. So like down here, slabs don't give you quite that jitter that stairs do. So when I'm looking at this, I'm going, do I want... I could do this a lot easier with stairs, but I have to deal with that half block jump every little block. And it's like, do I want to deal with it? Or do I want something a little bit smoother? But it has to be wider. You know, you have to make it longer to do slabs. You know, something to get up here. And I had a couple different ideas. It can end here, and that'll be fine. Because like I said, this is going to be going down. This is going to end up, this whole thing will end up looking like the nether right here. So this view, you'll see lava, like a lava lake down at the bottom. Lava pouring off the walls. You'll see all the nether biome stuff here. It will all look corrupted. You know, all through this region up in here. You'll see a little bit remnants of this, but you'll also see the nether brought into, like, this region here of the mountain. All through this will feel more nether than that. And then it slowly tapers off, you know, down into here, where it feels like it's slowly coming into this. So it's like, all I'm doing is putting down the temp 3-wide path of whatever it is. Because we don't even have blocks to build the path up. So whatever I build it with is, gonna probably be cobble for now, and then we'll replace it with the actual nether so that we can get up and down easily. Popping out, it's been fun watching. Thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. Enjoy your day. So, we created a fun little wandering path here. So, like, the idea is that we enter this path from here. So we enter kind of through here. It'll be more like a little nature path type thing. You know, it's lit up nicely. We move through. And slowly we start seeing a little bit of fire. We see a little bit of burning. We see a little bit of nether. You know, kind of wondering, like, what's that? And then slowly, as it gets closer, it starts getting more and more and more nether till it's completely in the nether feeling as we go up here. So the nether area will end up having to probably be, you know, we're getting close to that here. Like, it's starting to turn nether around here. But to answer my question, it actually is 1, 2, 3 forward. So if we count this, it's 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 forward, and then it's 1 over. Then it's 1 over, and then plus a slab, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 4 forward. And then it takes on 3 more to a hard angle. Which is where I'm going to stop, is on this angle. Because at that point, it's more important that we build the staircasing this way than connecting to the path here. So the idea is, like, we'll kind of stop on this bin, which is why we left the lights, like, right here. We stop at these trees. We're not going to build the path any further. So let's finish this up, because like I said, we're almost done with that. And then it's, now I think it's really just working our way down the mountain. So it was 1, 2, 3. All right, then it came over 1, 2, 3. And then it was this. Because that was the 2. And then it was this. So then it was from here, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it came 1, 2, 3. Whoops. And that's where we'll go through here. Honestly, we could probably just kill this. It doesn't need to be a hard angle here. As it turns. And then we can do... Most likely, that's it. Yeah, because like I said, I think we were wanting to come through here, because then it'll turn coming around. Somewhere in here will end up being that path. So, I think we did it. I think we've created the actual main path now. That feels clean. It doesn't feel too crazy to me. Nice. This was a nice touch. This was definitely what needed to happen. Bringing it off this instead of being straight down. Because like I said, I didn't really want to lose the mushroom. I like the idea of the mushroom. And then we turn, and now we gotta work our way down. So I think the idea now would be to, let's copy this world and work and try to figure out something from...
Hello there.
Hello there. How's it going? Good morning. I think it's time to figure out how to work our way down the mountain to this line right here. This is our goal. We gotta come somewhere over here with our idea. Time to get coffee. Check Discord when I hath time. Alright, give me just a second. Doop 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 doop. Nikkei. Bruh. #1 hard campaign. Nice. That's awesome. Okay. So let's copy the world. And then we're gonna work on this from an aspect, like I said, down the mountain. Because that was the idea. Let's get it in the real world. Let's get it done. Hard locked in, exactly what we want. And now we work our way down, hoping we can get it right on the first try. If not, we can keep using this point and keep working it until we create something that we like. And that feels good. That's really more what it needs to be. It needs to feel good more than look right. Okay. We're gonna rename this Mountain Pass Test. Well, Mountain Path Test 1. Okay. So this is where I think creativity's really got to start playing into how do we want to get off the mountain and how, like, how, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the word would be, how natural do we want this? Like, do we want this more structure-based coming down here? Or do we want more, also, let's just put some redstone in the tree to give us an idea that it is right around in here is where our path stops. Hello there, how's it going, Ren West? How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. So, like, we've got to go to there in a path. Like, that's kind of our mark. It's over there. So, the idea is that the mountain isn't going to have this exact perfect shape that we have. We'll call it perfect shape it has here. That the idea is that we still will be implementing more nether blocks in here. That, essentially, you know, we're gonna have, you know, all sorts of, like, lava stuff going on. You know, we come in here, we get some lava, we get some lava. Got lava pouring out here. We've got, you know, lava all. We've got lava all in here. You know, whatever levels this ends up being, you get the idea. But anyway, we're just gonna spam some lava. You know, just to give you guys the idea, let's, like, drop some here. Take it here. There was a hole, like, right in here. We'll slap some. Here's a good hole for it. Why not? You know, like, throw that in. Throw it over here. Here's a hole. Whoops. Sure, why not? Let's even have it run off from right here, because sure. Alright, so I think this should get the point across. Floor is lava. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Floor is lava. Now, will it be this uneven and all this other stuff? No. It will be a even pool idea when it's said and done. So that looks will be deceiving. It may look like it's you know, this is what's gonna be cool about RTX. I just want to point this out, guys, that this is why this is so cool. It's gonna look like that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Tell me that that doesn't look freaking cool. So, from this area, you will see this big glowy light area up here. And as you get closer, it looks more and more ominous the closer we get to the big, gigantic pool of lava. So yeah, the idea will be something like this, where it's like pouring out, you get like lava filled. I mean, honestly, we probably need, you know, like one strand coming out like here to really like sell the nether type stuff. But the idea is that there's a lot of lava in here, and it's a great lighting source for the area because it'll look really cool as we build the area. Because we'll, like, the idea will be you'll see some of like the blackstone right around the, maybe a couple blocks above the lava, whatever the floor of the lava is, so that we see that. So like it'd be like the base level of lava. We'd have the basically the block at lava level, and then maybe up like 2 will be blackstone, and then it'll start turning into the nether rack stuff coming up the walls. But like, I think this will look really neat when it's actually done right with the RTX glow. So like, we want to really sell this idea because it will be a bridge out to it wherever it ends up being. We'll build the bridge because I gotta get the, someday we'll have to get the schematic for it of like, try to find true center of this thing. You know, roughly where to pop that hole here. Where do we want the center of the Alchemist tower to be? And then from there we worry about where it goes. You can pour the lava out of the mountain and let it run down the path, and when it stops moving, you can clean it and change the blocks to nether blocks. That's what it feels like, a volcano to the nether burst out. Oh, so what you're saying is, so like, take some areas and have it like literally just burn out into the forest. Well, so here's the issue with that, I feel. If I set anything on fire here, it's gonna burn this whole darn thing because it's a roofed forest. So it will infinitely spread. So I feel like I've got to be very careful with how I burn here, because it would burn this entire thing down on its own if I let fire spread naturally. It would burn the entire roofed forest down. Or nearly all of it. If I truly let it out. I could control it. Yeah, that will get, like, we'll have to get more into that later. Like, I don't actually have a concrete idea. I just know that this is kind of like the rough idea of like lava falling down, lava on the floor, tower in the center. We got that part. That's about all we have. Now, as far as burning some stuff down, I'm all for that. Also, I do want, like, burning paths. So, like, if we come down here, like, I want to do, you know, I want to have things down here. Like, let's say... Let's just take this, like, little area here. We're probably gonna set a whole bunch of stuff on fire, but it's fine. I mean, this is kind of the idea anyway. You know, it's like we have this. And, you know, along the path, you'll see some of this kind of stuff burning in the area as we walk up. My idea is to have, you know, like, lava-based stuff sitting in the ground. But, like, this is what you also need to consider is, with this stuff, watch what ends up burning and how much of this ends up burning. That is impossible to control once we start this. So fire spreads, and I'm all for this, but watch how much ends up burning down. Because this area will end up getting cleaned out. This won't be roofed. This area will not be a roofed forest right here. This will be way more nether. So it's like, this I don't mind burning away. Like, just naturally burning away. Because we'll have, what's it called? You know, like... wait, why can't I plant that? Oh, because it's got to be like soul sand. So, like, we'll have a little bit of this. We'll have, saplings. I don't even know where those things are. I can't remember what it is. I'll know it when I see it, though. Ah, here we go. So, like, if we take a little bit of this, a little bit of this, so if we send... Odd that it doesn't take to this, yet it grows on this. And then we, bone meal it. Wait, doesn't this have its own block? Yes, it does. So, like, you know, we place it like here. and then like here. Bink, you know, and then like this is the type of stuff we'll end up doing in here, is we'll have like this laid out where we'll have these like these trees corrupted in the area as we move through, so that it will feel like a the nether has branched out into the region. So like some of this burning is gonna be okay, but I just don't want to make, I want to make sure that whatever it does is gonna be is gonna look good. You know, like, you'll see, like, that idea going through this area. And that we won't take things down like this. We'll let it actually look like remnants is left over. Because maybe we come through and add the, will it even take vines, or will it only stick to this? Okay, so it only sticks to that. So it's not like jungle vines where it will stick. It actually has to suspend from something, so. And it looks like it only sticks to this. Or does this need to grow from the ground? Okay, so that needs to grow from the ground up. This could grow from, like, here. You know, like, we got that kind of thing going, you know. The idea is that it'll do, like this, like I said, this corrupted idea in here. And it'll get more and more nether, like, as we get to the top. So, well, like, we'll leave this to see how far this ends up spreading, because this could keep continually burning indefinitely. And we definitely do not want this to burn down the whole roof forest over time. So it's like, we will need to make sure we put a hard stop to it. It cannot indefinitely burn. But hopefully this gives an idea to the concept. Like, you can see the proof of concept with what we're trying to do here. That it'll have this unique landscape all through this mountain. So it's not like I have to worry about, oh, well, this tree's in the way, or I gotta move around this. All of this will not be, like, I'm pretty sure from where this, roughly, I'd say probably in here is all safe to say is gonna be nether at some point. So anything in this region is safe to be taken down to just dirt with no repercussions. And the same thing coming around, like, around in here. You know, roughly anything in here is safe to remove, and but we don't want to lose the blast damage look. So we have to leave some of this to make it look right. Now, obviously, like, blocks like this will get taken out. We might leave ideas like this. Maybe not this block, but we might leave that up here. We might leave some of this, so that it looks like it was really, you know, damaged away. So, let's try to figure out a way down now. And then we can really get this party started. Okay. So we want to think about this a couple different ways. Where do we want to enter into this? Now, this is going to go down. Probably down to where some of these lower pools are. So, like, down in here. So we might be at, like, the 85 level, where right now we are up. So we might go down to, like, 85, because it looks like we're starting around 90. 89, 90 is, like, our start point here. The idea will be is that we want to walk out and we want to have a gap below us so that we're looking down into this lava pool. You know, to the viewer, it'll look like, you know, it could no telling how deep that lava is. To us, it's literally a block high. You know, it's just one block above the surface. Because I'm not going to go layer, to make an infinite pool, I'm not going to layer multi-layers of this. So it's going to be one clean layer of lava, and that's it. So if we take it down to, if we want the block level to be surface 85, this will be cleaned out to 84 completely. So, we'll need to figure that out at a later date. But the idea is floor is lava. Pouring lava. Bridge to tower. Okay, so we can take a route and just shoot it straight down here. And it just basically is one staircase to heaven this way. It's an option. You know, basically we work the path and it works our way up here. So that would require terraforming, which isn't horrible. So we'll definitely have to, like, adjust the height of the mountain as we go up. Or our staircase. Or really coming down. So we can have it to where, you know, we walk in right here. Okay, well then if that's the case, where do we start to get the path? You know, obviously let's say 1, 2, 3. All right. Just to give you a visual idea. Because this is the stuff we really have to think about from here on out, is the future planning of this. All right, so we have our little bridge here, and you know, then it kind of comes over to, you know, something like this. The idea is that we kind of create this angular path type thing into the tower, you know, whatever. So whatever it is, we end up working out a path that comes into the center of the tower. Whatever that ends up being. So we have our lava, then we come walking out, and then now how do we want to get down? Do we take the path of least resistance? You know, and, you know, just keep going down, down, down. So what you'd be saying is we dig it down to, like, so if we want the lava to be 84, we dig down to 83, put a whole water level, then, or a whole lava level, and then we turn it all to obsidian, and then we place it again, so that that first ring is all obsidian? So, like, let's say, let's do a little micro pool, like, over in here. All right, so I think if I understand what you're saying is like, we will have so we'll have our, this is like, let's say, so that's, okay, so this is our above path. We walk here. We want an obsidian level. So if this is obsidian, this would be the obsidian. So it's a full pool level of walls. And then lava like this. Is that what you're saying? All down at the bottom of this? And then we get into the, you know, like the blackstone, you know, layer kind of like here. So something kind of like this, and then it eventually progresses to the nether, like, idea. Is that kind of what we're, you know, kind of like, you know, for theory crafting the idea, you know, you're kind of looking like a nether rings, like, so you'll have your obsidian layer, your blackstone layer, and then it'll go off into your, like, netherrack walls. Is that... So here's the issue. Lava doesn't react like... This is the only issue with doing that. So it's either an obsidian farm, or we have to do the lava... Well, either way, you have to do the lava twice. To prevent mining, it's probably better to lava floor this and then obsidianize the whole thing. So... Because this would have to be done in 2 phases of lava. Phase lava 1 is turning the whole bottom into a lava lake, and then dropping water buckets to turn it into obsidian. Then from the obsidian level, we then need to re-lava bucket the whole thing. I'm gonna need one hell of a lava farm to build this thing. And I'm gonna have to find a place to put it. It'll end up being somewhere over here. But I'm gonna have to farm chests of lava. And I have to do it twice. Which isn't horrible in the grand scheme of things. Just come over, sit, and AFK and collect lava buckets is literally all you have to do here. But yeah, that's a lot of lava buckets. Because unlike water, this doesn't spread into infinite pools. We have to create the infinite pool. And the amount of fire resist potions I'm going to need to do that is quite stupid. Alright. Back to the path, because I like your idea. This can be done. This is 100% and totally obtainable to do. It's just, doing it. Because this isn't getting... If this was creative, this would be easy. Just like, alright, let's spam a bazillion obsidian blocks. But doing that in survival, yeah, that's gonna suck. Better than the whole pool. It's the base of the tower. I was talking the base of the tower. Were you talking about the base of the... Or I was talking about the base of the pool. You're talking about the base of the tower? Being obsidian? Because I was saying the whole base of this whole darn pool being obsidian. Was what I thought you were talking about. You just mean the base of the Alchemist tower being obsidian? Because that's way easier. We're just gonna see what this does. Like, if we were to do this variation. I don't think the issue is necessarily lava farming. Because, I mean, I have to fill the whole thing once anyway. It's just... I'm gonna have to create a very well thought out lava farm that I can farm a lot of buckets. Because I basically need... I mean, I gotta think about where I'm gonna put this darn thing. Let's be real. Somewhere that's in render distance that I'm gonna be, like, consistently at. I mean... If I want safe space to AFK, it's down in there. I can AFK down in my gold farm. I can build it right around in here, and it has to be just a temporary structure out over here to AFK. I don't feel safe AFKing anywhere around here, because of if you're outside, you're more likely to get hit. So, I want to stay away from that. So, I don't want to have to go, because I only can have an inventory of chests, so I think as a test, it's a temporary structure. What we could do is... let's see here. Let's look at... So, let's see. We have... What do they call this thing? That was a cauldron. Cauldron. Oh, C-A-U-L. Okay. So we have that. Or, well, no, we have this. 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 So that, then dripstone. Then this. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So right here would be 60. We need a space to walk down. So I could theoretically get 120 buckets of lava at my AFK zone while I do nothing. Hello there, how's it going? Like, I think I could stay down here relatively easily. This is just a test for, I'm gonna need to build a massive lava farm, and we're just kind of trying to see if I have the room to build a lava farm at my AFK place to, I would say, safely farm immense amounts of lava. So this is, like I said, this is more just like a test. Because at that point, we would need... Yeah, so I have two worlds. I have two variations of it. So, right now we're in the creative side of it. Just trying to feel this out. I'll show you what we're working on. So like that would need to be lava. This would need to be lava. Okay, so this would burn trees. So I would have to build, you know, like this to protect it for sure, so it wouldn't spread to that tree, which is fine. I can do that. Fairly sure. Yeah, I'll show you everything. And that shouldn't burn this tree. if I do this? Yeah, it doesn't appear. Fire spreading. We'll give it a couple more ticks. So the idea is that I can stay down here at my gold farm indefinitely and just wait for these cauldrons to fill up, come up, grab the cauldrons, and then in all the buckets and get the lava set up. You know, that I'll be, you know, that I'll be able to come up here and, you know, walk along, grab this side of the cauldrons, you know, all these over here, and then build another path over on this side, do the same thing, get all the cauldrons on this side, and then run over and grab all the cauldrons on this side. All right, so I'll show you why we're doing this. So the idea is, this is kind of what we've been testing right now, is, I'll take you actually up the path. So part of this is legitimately what's in the world right now, and part of this is me testing right now. But the idea is that we come up to a dock, quite similar to one of these, and we're gonna go to the Alchemist Tower. So we come down our path, and it's going to be just a normal nature path, you know, well lit. We'll set it up properly to fit the theme of the rest of the world. And as we get closer, you're going to start slowly seeing it turn to more nether-like ideas. And as we get closer and closer and closer, you're going to start seeing it turn more into actual just pure nether, kind of like what we started showing here with this test, where you'll see the biome-like things coming from the ground. You'll see the dirts, you'll see the netherrack, the lava, the burning fires, that will give you the impression that it feels like the nether corrupted the area. Now, we're working on a path right now, but one of the questions was, could I technically build an AFK lava pool? Because of the idea Hellcrest was talking about here on Twitch. Is coming up here to this. So this is a crater we blew out last week. Actually, 6 days ago. We blew this crater out. This was, like, 1,000-something TNT we used to blow this out. And the idea is that we're wanting to create a corrupted nether crater, like a meteor-type thing hit. So all of this is eventually going to be turned to, netherrack, you know, the basic nether blocks all the way around. We have the pool, which we're talking about turning to obsidian. We're going to have lava all the way at an even level on it so that it looks like an infinity pool of lava, even though it'll only be 1 block deep. We'll have a bridge. The Alchemist Tower will come towering out of this so that we look over the area. Not sure how tall we'll actually build it, because that's already huge if we think about it. But we want it to be able to specifically overlook into this, where you'll see the corrupted nether region right in here. So, that's what we're working on, and that's what I was testing. But now let's actually show you what's developed. So since we're over here, we'll show you the gold farm. So this will probably be my AFK spot for quite a while I farm up lava. This is my biggest, probably one of my bigger, more complex projects of the server, or world, I should say, which is my Looting 3 certified gold farm. I'm going to be expanding out into here eventually, because there's a zombie grinder, there's a zombie spawner about right where my crosshair is, so I can basically get zombie flesh and piglin flesh at the same time. I just need to do it. We have a fairy grotto thing we're going to end up doing here. Flutter will end up coming back and helping me build this, which will be over here. But we have a trident killing zombie grinder where we do our gold farming, an enchanting area, and all that good stuff. As I said, actual Looting 3 certified gold farm is down here. where we smelt our swords, we get our loot, and it's a good old time. Plus, we have a glow squid farm I built back there, which I finally fixed my issue of my sorting system here for the glow squid stuff. You can't have them in the exact same row. So you can't have like 3 glow squids in a row. You need to separate them so that as it fills up, it'll jump to the next one. But these do need to get cleaned out. So we built the looting 3 sorting system in here. It's got blast furnaces to smelt the swords fast enough. Chests of blaze rods, even though I haven't really gone back to the nether to farm them. But we have the idea that we're eventually going to fill up all these chests with blaze rods for the burners back here. As you can see, the good news is we have never needed this yet. We've only activated this one just a little bit of time. Most of it's handled off the front 2 burners, which is amazing. Meaning that these, I rarely ever get enough congestion that I need to activate the 3rd burner. So the extra 3 here are just overkill. But it's for if anything was to ever clog this, ever clog it, I've got backup. A failed storage system, which I won't say it's failed, it actually works, but for how big the world is, this doesn't work. I created an auto loader here that worked wonders. Great, it's phenomenally. I can dump whatever I want in these chests, and it will load it up, and it'll send minecarts on its happy way. The issue is render distance. Render distance, I cannot get this thing far, I cannot open my render distance far enough to actually get this to go where I need it to go. So this was a failed system. It's cool, it's here, it works, but it's not worth. So let's go ahead and get out of here. So this was a lot of my time last year was developing this system, because this is what keeps me alive in my survival world. I play on hard mode, no HP regen, so it's very hard to keep your health full. So we have this built here, our lovely zombie grinder gold farm. We have a iron golem farm that supplies more than enough iron that I will never need. I have chests upon chests of this, and I even have chests of iron ingots, or iron blocks. Next up is where 5,600 of my hoppers ended up going. I created a enormous tree farm, which houses 5 of each tree inside this plot of land here. All of them have hoppers leading into chests to make sure we collect the woods properly. This was a very long process of mining down a mountain and leveling this out so that we could put a proper tree farm in here so we can grow all the overworld trees in one location. Now let's move over to the storage room, which is where the system was supposed to land. So if you look right here, you can see we even built a tunnel over to it. So we come over here. This is our actual farm. It's just a humble little farm. All that I need to do what I need to do. We've got our nether wart, we've got our mycelium, we've got carrots and potatoes, we've got bamboo that we just cut down because we had to build a bunch of scaffolding. We've got beetroot, and we've got wheat, some pumpkins, and watermelon. The idea of the storage room is that the chest will all be 3 high, all in this. I just haven't farmed up enough wood to do this, nor have I been back here to really complete this. And it has 3 floors. So we have an upstairs, a downstairs, and the basement. That's all gonna have chests. This was the opening to the unloader, which we built. It works phenomenally. It's actually extremely fast. But again, we cannot get a minecart over here in render distance. So this whole system was failed. But the idea is there. It works. It's functional. It's great as long as you're within render distance. I do not have a home built yet. This is where my home will sit. Outlooking this view in here. It's going to be great. I can't wait. This is why we started this world. When we found this as we were running around testing out the actual full UHC rules of you only live once, we found this plot of land, and I was like, this actually looks really cool, and all the stuff we can build here. A year later, we still haven't built here. I've done everything else but this, but there is a story to that, so it does slightly make sense. So, I still live in Hidey Hole. Right here. We tunneled in and made this our little humble abode as we slowly work on the area, which leads to our nether portal and our mine shafts down there. And then came the large projects. So this is where a lot of my time's been for the last 6 months, is over on this side of the world. And there's a long story to this. So we've built up now. We have a chicken area. We have a pig area that I still need to get pigs in here. We have cows. We've got a section over here for the mushroom cows. Someday they will share a pen. You know, for today, while we're over here, we'll just, you know... Congratulations, you have some friends over here now, finally. And the idea is that we'll have the mushrooms, we'll have the normal cows separated by a river. Then we're gonna have Rainbow Road here, which houses all of our colored sheep. A stable that we built to have all of the riding mounts, which we already have one of, thanks to Flutter getting very lucky and finding Bomber here, one of our resident skeleton horses now. So we now have one of our riding mounts, and we're not going to bring the Striders from the Nether up here. It's not worth. But any overworld mount will be housed here. And then comes the Giga Project. Welcome to my villager trade system. I built this with 90% villager trade. It is, I think, 170 or 160 blocks that way by like 150 blocks that way. All bought with emeralds. I only built up to maybe like right in here, the initial path. And half of these stalls I built with going to the Nether. As soon as I created this row of workers, I decided to build it all with emeralds. It was actually a lot faster. In the day-night cycle I could do up here, I could pull more quartz off of these vendors here than I could in the Nether, farming an entire stream. So, we built it off of this. Obviously we had to get the cherry update in here, so we added in some cherry trees, make it look all nice and fun. And then we come over to our path system, which was one of our more recent projects. So we've been building this path here, eventually gonna build up to a terrace up there, and slowly been working on this, which is heading over to Panda Temple. This is where a lot of our time was the last month or so for Minecraft streams. We've added in a lake. We've built this bridge that leads over to it. We've added in some custom-made trees, except for that one. That's a natural tree. Of course, the acacias are natural. And we've built this little area. Of course, we got another normal cherry tree there. That is a completely replaced cherry tree, converted and made different. And then we head over to Panda Temple. Brown Panda Temple, one of my early projects of the server. As soon as we found our first brown panda and we got a name tag on it, we started immediately building this. So this biome is not originally a cherry forest, but I turned it into one. All of these were transplanted trees, so I planted every single one of them. So we head up here to Brown Panda Temple, and we have our resident Coca and Brownie here. Two of our lovely brown pandas, two of our 3 current brown pandas. So we have a lovely little area here built for them. Like I said, this was just a hill plains biome that I turned into a cherry biome for them. Actually, it looks really good at night. This area is pretty cool. It's pretty much lit up. I just need to do a little bit better job back up in here. And this area can be, at that point, completely safe to be in at night. But right now, it's currently not safe. So you can't just, like, chill up here at night. Because it's somewhere over there mobs can spawn, and I need to get a little bit better light on the ground. But everything's done through lanterns and torches, but this is one of the cool areas of the server, which also overlooks the villager trade thing. So the idea is that there is this lovely little path that comes through here, and as we go through, it you can go whatever way you want. If you want to go to the villager trade area, you head this way. If you want to go towards Rainbow Road, you can come up this way. So we've got the little bridge to take you over. So it's been a project. Like I said, this is about a year in the making. Not every stream has been that. But we've done what we could. So this is all for real. This is all the real world currently as it stands. All of this, all through here. The only thing that's changed is on this side, we've added in, we've screwed around with some lava today. I was testing this idea here of how many could I get in this area for the lava farm. Because as long as render distance keeps this active, so as long as that's in render distance, this is in render distance. So this should always be dropping lava into cauldrons as we work. Which, thankfully, I have enough iron that this isn't that big of a deal. To some, this would be expensive, but to me, to make 120 cauldrons, what do I need them after this? Nothing. We'll end up just breaking them. Or throwing them away. But, like, the idea is we have, 60 cauldrons right there getting lava. It's a pretty decent start. Just getting that, because as soon as this starts filling up, we can make the other one, and the other one can make that. So the idea was just to see, would I be burning this? No. As long as I have a wall here that tree's not gonna actually catch on fire. I'm not worried about this because this is all obsidian. So yeah, I can should be able to stay down here during, you know, if I want to AFK down here overnight. I don't need to turn on the gold farm, but I can just chill down here. It's safe. I'll never have anything spawn that can hurt me. And I can just leave it down here all night long. And that lava should be still in render distance, so no matter how much time I spend down here, I'm always getting lava, and then whenever I decide to come and check on it, I can come up here, grab buckets, and fill lava up and put it in a chest, and then whenever we're ready, we can run it over here and start filling up the lava lake. Twice. Because we're gonna put the... I like Hellcrest's idea of making the entire obsidian bottom kind of like this was the demo. So we have a obsidian... basically a full obsidian tub that this will sit in. So that'll be a cleaned out bottom of this whenever we get to it. We'll have Blackstone being like right above the obsidian, then we'll go into like our netherrack stuff up the wall. But this is really cool. I think people are gonna really enjoy seeing this. Especially when you look at it from like down here. You really get the idea something's up because you can see all the RTX glowing of like the lava. So as you get closer to it, it slowly reveals the burning lava molting feeling that you get when you go into the nether. You know, that this will be the No, I just deleted them because there was no point in any of those links being there. So if we take this tree out of the way. It's still grass for air. I haven't deleted it yet. I mean, shockingly, everybody's still active on it. So, we only have just a few people that are actually, like, AFK. That have just quit. Okay, so here comes the issue. I've already made it to here, and I'm still not at base level, which means I almost have to turn it. So, what would happen if we did turn it right in here? Ooh, this is a thick boy. This is one of those that we burn down. That's probably one of the bigger jackpot trees you can get. It never left. I've had it since the day of the patch. Weird. It was gone for a bit. Weird. I mean, this is the only other idea I have, is to tighten it up and bring it back down this way? Really the only option I have? I mean, we'll see how it plays out, because like I said, we'll have to create a few, we'll have to see about this. Let's see, pop. Horny Nun and Sugar. Nice. Okay, that can wait. Yeah, they were. Just remember this on the next time you get screwed on RNG. You gotta remember these moments. This is why everything balances out. Just saying, remember that the next time you cry about RNG screwing you over. You get these lucky little streaks and then you forget. One does not simply forget. Another one joins the church. He has become a believer. Okay, this could work. It's like we come down off of this. So technically, I could have done this better and did what I just did here, where I brought it here, turned, came down at least a half slab versus keeping this the same distance. So this could technically be improved, but it'll get us the idea. You know, that's the whole point of this, is to get the idea. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and core this one. That's gotta go. Absolutely. Alright. So... Okay. So let's take a look from the top and see how this plays out. Do we like this? All right. So we've arrived at our... We're going to go up to the Alchemist Tower. So we just keep walking. Things start getting more corrupted. Slowly starts turning into the Nether. It's completely the Nether by now. So now we're in the Nether. Feels like we're in the Nether. Now we're gonna go up to the Alchemist Tower. It's not a bad experience. Like I said, the one major thing that's off is that platform up here needs to do what I did here where it comes down. I did not do that. I kept it going. So this, technically, from here, is incorrect. It should be this. Comes here, and then from here on out. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it down. Let's see it through to the end. Funny how that actually works out that way. So it's only incorrect to that point. Then after here, it is correct. So this isn't necessarily the stone that we're going to use or the building. It's just the idea of getting the path itself created. What do you think, chat? What do we think? I see what's messed up. I know why it didn't math out right. Because of that stair right there. I knew we were one short. Okay, so it doesn't math out. Okay, so we'll fix this. Regardless of what happens, we still have a landing pad. I'm 98% sure of that. I could do this to make it not feel weird. Do the landing here. And then that. So it technically still keeps that tree if we want it in play. Here. What do you mean by double staircase? You mean like branching off two different paths and meeting back at one place? And I mean, here's the thing, though. There's nothing to say eventually we don't build downward this way. Some idea. Build down around the mountain and bring it out down into here for something else to put in here at some point. But for now, it's more about, I think it's about getting one idea. So half slabs will work if we want to do it. But all of this will have to get filled in. Like, a lot of this will have to get filled in later as we start terraforming the area. Which is why I'm willing to do a temporary one with, like, cobble. To just get the idea up here. So that we can get up to this easily. So that we can enter here. So that we can just start working on it. Period. And then as we terraform, we start bringing in, you know, You know. The idea of the nether blocks here and that you'll have more of a smooth, clean wall coming up. And I mean, it doesn't even have to be smooth. Like, it can have, we can put texture into it, but the idea of, like, it will need some sort of, you know, some sort of something going on, you know, you know, something, you know, where we have these ideas moving up into the path. Then, I mean, we could even do, we could do, I mean, we could do dumb shit. I'm all for it. Where we do, something like, this. Where we have... can I see to get out, please? One of these ways is out. My game. I can't see. I think that's the wall. I literally can't tell where I'm at. Okay, there we go. But, like, the idea of, you know, we could come down and do stuff like this, even. For some of these areas. You know, something like this even could be done to give it a... You know, something like this could be done to make it feel, you know, more nethery? I mean, this may feel too, I mean, maybe we have to go... Don't touch the lava blade. You know, maybe we do. Something, you know... Maybe we do something degenerate and go... Fire's burning. Yeah, I don't know, I mean... That doesn't really make sense. But I mean, you get the idea that there's options that we can explore to like make it like not be so so generic, you know, with what we're doing. Like, I feel like there is ideas that we can make that path not look just like, oh, this is a basic staircase going up. Like, I feel like when it's said and done, we can come up with something cool that doesn't feel weird, if that makes sense. So I say let's get some slabs and get this basic shape cut for today. And I think that's a good start for today. So, I mean, we just need to figure from... let's see here. It'll be 421... 90, 469. Ain't that a number? There's 420, 469 is the center line. It's almost like that was planned. And then we need to go down to... go down to 448, and this will be a 3x3. Then it goes over 1 by a 3x3. And then the first stair is 422, 79, 449. And then that goes to, goes down to 457. Down to a 3x3. Then it goes over. Ah, that's where I messed this up. That's where I messed this staircase up. It was right here. Which this comes down to a 3x3, which then this. I can still get it out here. Okay. There. And there we go. That's the final staircase. As far as the pitch of it. So, in theory, this would need to come out 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's how it should be. I like it. I think this is it. Got the best SSR out of your SSR mold, Rappy? Yes, you did. My last Pilgrim mold was some random R. I don't remember which one it was. I think we did it. I think we've created the path. Streamer mode didn't enable today. That's what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, we're here. Nice. That's it. We've done it. This is the path. Alright. Save and quit. We've got it. Ugh. Yes, that's me. I sent somebody a message because, so you're gonna have to hear a ping or two. Hold on, let me see if I can get. Can I get it turned on without? Streamer mode. There we go. Streamer mode's on. And then easy to get to would probably be this one. All right. So we're gonna need to turn some of these some of this stuff into slabs. So let me go find my crafting bench, and we'll make some. All right, 421. So that will be the marker. And I need to go ahead and head back to grab my bed. Let's throw away the seeds. Although, now that I thought about it, there is a bed literally sitting up there at the top of that thing. There's two beds literally right up there. Literally right there. I wasn't even thinking about that. So yeah, for anybody who hadn't seen it unlava'd, this is what we're gonna eventually take down to nothing. We'll take down to one block probably below this. So this 85 will probably go down to 84. Is where we'll end up going. guess, Chaco. I mean, I completely understand that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Whatever. So the way that actually works, you'll be able to go a lot lower than what you, or a lot higher than what you think you'll be able to do. Correct. It becomes skill the higher you go up on how well can you actually play the game. All right. So then this goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Noah's the only Pilgrim Defender right now. We're assuming Crown's probably going to be a Defender when she releases. I knew that was dumb. As soon as I did it. I knew that was dumb. Yeah, that's gonna be the only thing you'll probably end up leveling for that. Alright, now... that's gonna have to go. That one's gotta go. On Tia, she will... You're going to need to do all your main teams. All your main teams are going to need overload. So Tia, Naga, they're both going to need it. So don't cheap out on those. They're definitely going to need their overloads. Like any of the main... Yeah, you've entered that end game for sure of grinding that stuff. That's good. That's a huge move when you finally can do that. Train's really easy to do once you have the setup for it. I'm gonna be real. Train's really easy once you have the setup. Train's just annoying because you don't have the DPS. Once you have the DPS, train's really easy. So I do need to be a little cautious here for that leaf to break. Sleep. Oh, I would imagine. Okay, so it goes down to 457, then it goes down. $422. All right, so let me just write a new number down. I need to go to 42475, 457, then to a 3x3 below it. Then I go that way to another 3x3. Okay. Weird. Seems like Red Hood Modernia took care of things before you ever got Snow White to do anything. Okay, so I do need to go down a little bit. Did I go down all the way? Did I hit the new block on this level? Okay, I cut in, I think, too deep again. Yes, I did. Yeah, that's gonna be, but I mean, the issue for you with Horny Nun is it's a 40-second rip. So that's gonna major suck when you have to burst twice. So you should almost look at having to burst Red Hood second in your team. So that when you actually need to burst Red Hood, she won't have used her cooldowns, and so she'll be able to burst 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so that she can get that secondary burst off. Correct. So you'd want to make sure that well, you're gonna want to put your new Scarlet. Your new Scarlet's gonna be probably your first burst 3 that's gonna go off, and then it'll go Red Hood, and then Modernia will never burst. I see you, you little butthole. Now what's weird, all of a sudden, I'm cutting into this tree that I never cut into. Did I start this over one too many? Hold on, I might just be stupid. that one has to go. But what's weird is this is not in the right place. I think I might have found it. Oh yeah, it has to be. Okay, so... I feel like we're a block forward because I don't remember eating into this tree. And I don't remember this tree, but because I feel like because we snaked around this. So, I know we did this. I want to feel like we did this. Then I did this. This for sure. This for sure. This for sure. This feels like it's further out than it should be. This tree was still here. Only one way to find out. Go to the thing. It doesn't feel as... Maybe it is? One way to find out, we stand on the stair here at 432, 66, and 446. And then we drop down to 65 as ground. But I just don't feel like I was this far out when I turned the corner. Whoops, that's the same one. Oh. Yeah, I stand on the ground right here is where I'm at on the slab. Somehow, this is over one block from the original design. Which is weird because I wrote it down as 421... 90, 69 is my starting block. But if it was moved over 1 block this way, it would have lined up to that. Not that it's a big deal. We still have the same thing going on. It's just if it was to the exact specifications, now means, do I need to blow this tree up? Is what it basically comes down to. Because it's 1 over more than it should be. I'm not saying I couldn't tear this all down and move it over 1 block. Because I only need to take off this outer edge and move it to the inner edge. Is all I would have to do. And it would fix most of this. But yeah, this ends up way deeper than my original idea. Because it's this row that's got to come off. To come over here. Because it's 1 too far here. Now, let me double check. Take it from the top and I'll take note of a couple of these numbers. Somewhere, we didn't end up at the same spot. Yeah, see, I stood... Well, this is what's weird. Look at this. I'm standing on 421.69. I built this one correct. What? Okay, so this is built correct. I turn 1, 2, 3. Then I go down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I glaze right past it. 1, 2, 3. And we end right here. What? Okay, this is... Okay, if we stand here, we're looking at that tree. This could potentially be the spot it messed up at. I need to go down 1 from here. This is where it messed up. That block right there. That, and then it went down. Because then it came down to this level. Then this goes here. Okay. This should fix everything. And then grab that. Yeah. Thanks for the lurk, man. I appreciate that. No. Stop this madness. Yeah, that's gonna make a world of a difference. I knew it. Meh. All right. So beddage is gonna go there while we fix this. I may have cut a little too far away. Okay, so now the question is, does this go down one more to here, then the pad? Yeah, that's what I'm about to do, because I know that this has to be roughly correct here. Alright, so we're looking at save and quit. Where does that pad hit? Okay, so this is at... Okay, so it is a new block. So it is 424, 74, 458. Which is over one more. Okay, so it does come down one more time. So then this is the 3x3 right here. Hello there, how's it going? How is it going? Back. Just chilling, working on finishing up the path for the tower here, and then we're gonna call it quits for the day. I knew it was off. I knew it felt wrong. Ow. Crunchy knees is crunchy. Let me out. As far as the actual, like, real design of the real path, no. As far as, like, the pathway up, yes. I have that, which is what we're finishing up right now. So, I have the actual 1 block off diff. Yeah, right, man. That's literally what happened here. Changes the whole aesthetic of this. So I'll show you in just a second. We'll run it. Because, like, I knew this felt weird. Because we turned the corner. Now I just need to look at this. And I think we're done. So here, I'll show it to you on this version. This is what we're kind of replicating. Or looking at doing. So I'll take you through the... path so you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. So this is roughly what's in the world currently on the other one. So we have the idea, this is just the path, this is no real lighting or anything. But the idea of the path is it starts out like this. We move through. It feels good here. You know, we'll start seeing a little bit of nether corruption somewhere in here. Starts getting more and more corrupted as we progress. By the time we hit this, we're gonna kick it over to full-blown nether where we'll do, like, trees and stuff like this. We'll have lava, we'll have flames, where it looks like it's corrupted and grown away, and we'll have burning and all this good stuff here. And we turn around the path, and this is where we're at right now. Yeah, it literally hugs the tree. Hugs this perfectly. Come up, over here. Go up over here. And into the lava pool down below. with something like this. But what's really cool is when we kick it over to night. This is what looks awesome. Will it end to a portal? No, because of the gold farm being right there, I cannot have another portal anywhere near this region, because it will try to sync up to the it will try to sync up to that, and we can't have that. So the idea is that it'll have some sort of like look like this when we look into it. Obviously the lava will be lower. We won't be able to see the lava. We might be able to add one. We might be able to do like a ruined portal with some crying obsidian and stuff. So yes, as long as it hugs the tree, we're good. And 1 block diff really does make a difference.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Yes. Okay. It hugs the tree. 100%. Okay, we're good. We're good. It hugs the tree. So let's finish this off. But this will basically be the tower where we do alchemy stations and have all of our potions made and whatnot. Alright, so it turns the corner, so this does have to be the 3x3 right here. And then we bring it here, here, here. And now that makes the world of a difference. That makes such a big difference in how that laid out. There we go. So here we go. Let's take the full run up on the real world now. Alright. So we're gonna pull up to the Alchemist Tower. Not bad. I mean, theoretically, this can be gone, because we don't need it. We just need to get up here. So there we go. We have the temporary path built, so now it's easy to get up here. We can, you know, get up here to start mining and cleaning this up over time. Because before we set the lava, I think 98% of this place is gonna have to be... The lava's like one of the last things that goes in here. Because we gotta convert all the walls and stuff over first. We're gonna need, you know, to go get a lot of quartz. We're gonna need to get gold. From the, you know, the actual, like, we need to go silk touch the gold out. We need to go silk touch quartz blocks out, so that it has the nether ore built into it, so it'll look nice and cool there. We'll need to go farm up a bunch of the biome stuff over time. So this is gonna be a long project, but we had to get up here is the issue. We had to get here. And it was a pain in the butt jumping up, but we wanted to at least figure out how the staircase would work. Coming up here. That was the big important thing. Getting up here was half the battle. And now that that's done, things are pretty easy from here on out. Well, this was more like, because of the ruin portal kind of makes sense and kind of doesn't at the same time. Because the idea here is it's more like a blowout. Something blew up. Something hit in here. And this is to create a, it's to create this, like it's starting to corrupt the nether. Not like something was built here already. And then we kind of come in and build the tower into this thing. I think is more... I don't really know. Like, I don't have the story written. But, like, we could definitely build, like, a ruin portal. It's not like that can't be done. We probably have the real estate for it. I just can't light it, because that would cause zombie grinder issues. Which, if we save and quit, we'll show you what I mean real quick. So this will show you how dangerous this is. All right, so we're gonna go through my main portal, but just note that there is this portal right here. All right, so when I talk about this in a minute, this makes sense. All right, this is the gold farm portal right here. Now, let's go to the nether. So we're just gonna fly over here. We're gonna go through the nether, and then we're gonna talk about some stuff. Alright, so let's go see our neighborhood-friendly nether portal. Alright. So we instantly come through, and here we are in the upper chamber of the nether system. Alright. So we come down here, where we originally spawned, which was down in this little hole here. So this was where our original portal was built, like right around in here. This right here is the zombie grinder portal. But if I go through this portal right here, it will spawn a new portal. I physically cannot walk through that portal right here. Where the gold farm is, so this is the gold farm. If we're facing this, this is the gold farm here. Somewhere right about there would be where that other portal would be. By them being this close, they're less than 10 blocks away from each other. They're gonna link up. Which means it'll break that portal up there that's just barely out of range. And I mean barely out of range. So that when I do the trip, we want to spawn safely up there not on this one. So we have to be very careful with that, because you have to realize the portal is literally right there. That is the portal, straight up. Well, actually, if the stairs are right there, it's right here. Yeah, they would be way too close, and it would cause a big issue for us with the efficiency of the gold farm, and also getting back in here. This took several attempts to slightly move this around to finagle this portal to not link up to this portal. I've got this because it originally spawned when this one really spawned in. It spawned right about there, I believe. This is as far as I can move it back to get it off of the gold one, or off of the main portal, onto the gold one, and that they link. So what I did to check this was I broke the portal that was... Originally, it was right over here. You can see the block. It was originally right there. So I broke that portal, being stuck in the nether. I came over here, broke this portal, moved it back, went through. It created a new portal. I broke that portal, came back through, and because I knew it would sync up the new portal that I broke over here, broke it again, came through, and I was able to go interchangeably between the gold farm and this portal seamlessly. All right, now I gotta go turn this portal back on. So I come back through again, and then I was able to go in and out of that one and stay over there, go in and out of this one, stay over here. I had them perfectly separated. So what this would mean is I would have to now come up with a new system to get another portal. If we wanted to turn it on, I'd have to get it far enough away that it ignites somewhere over in here to chill out. Like, we've got a ruined portal right there. But we need something that'll ignite over here in this somewhere, but stay in its lane so that this one can trip automatically over in the overworld. Welcome to my Minecraft masterclass on how to do nether portals. Someday. But yeah, we're gonna have to come through. We're gonna have to farm up a bunch of this crap. The lamps and everything. We'll need to farm all the biome stuff for this. Get the dirt, get the whatever we need to do it. And then we'll need to come over here and, you know, find another, if we want to take this down. Yeah, that will be the, that will eventually be part of the thing. But, like, we need to get those taken out. We need to get this taken out. We'll need to grab this. We'll need to grab this. You know, get a bunch of these trees. Get a bunch of these mushrooms to grow the trees. We want to see if we can get the weeds brought up. We want to try to get as much as we can to create corrupted nether. But the issue is, do I deface the area that I'm in, or do I go try to find an area in the nether that is not this and deface it? Do I care what happens over here? Because we also got to do the basalt mine stuff, so we got to come in here and grab all the black rock, the basalt. We want to work all of this in. Soul sands, magma blocks, obviously lava. Like, the idea will kind of be to do this on the bottom so that it has this kind of look. And then, obviously, we're going to need glowstone, but we don't have to do that. We can infinitely make that. You know, it's what do we want to do with the area? So, I also had a while where I was linking portals. It kept wanting to create one, like, right about here. And it was like really annoying. I'm like, I don't need a nether portal hanging out over this. But finally I got it to go up there, and it was, ugh. Nether portals are a pain in the butt when they're this close together. And that's the issue. They're just too, I got them way too close to each other. But when you look at the overworld, you would have never have thought that. So like here, because this is a creative world, I'm gonna do this. So you see that I'm on this side of the pillar, all right? I'm gonna blow a hole right through this roof just to show you where we're at. Alright? So my nether portal is right here. You can't see it. But that's where the nether portal is. We had to go that far out of the render distance to show this one. In my overworld, I thought I had him far enough. But that block gap isn't that far. We're maybe 100 blocks from him. Maybe. Less than that. And I'm able to... I was linking this one to that one originally. It's crazy. It would never have looked like that. Until you go look at it through the nether, and then you realize how close you really were. So it should be... Go find the hole and we'll pop back out it again. So... quite a ways away. When you think about that, that's where that hole is. And we gotta go that far. And just go look at it in the nether. And that's really what caught me off guard. I didn't math it out exactly like I should have. I should have done this. So I'm 1 block away from the pillar behind it. So from whatever ladder is, it's 1 block behind. And because I don't care, because this is a creative world, we're just going to cut out here. So the ladder sits right here. This is the nether portal. I'm in spitting distance of it. Right there's my nether portal. To the gold farm. And here I'll show you. So there's another portal it creates over here when I go through because this isn't turned on. But because I've got it in range, this will turn on and link to that. But this is why you do not want to create another portal. Because you don't want this to break that. If that makes sense. So, but that portal is what's controlled right here. So we can go back through and we'll be right there. But I've got it in range where that will never work. Or that'll never pop as long as I don't go through it. This portal will never generate. As long as I never go through the portal that's controlled by this. But it has to be open, it has to be generated, so that it'll spawn the piglins through it. But yeah, that's why we do test worlds, that's why we do test builds. I'm all for building a portal, it just never can be gone through. Or turned on. For that matter. All right, let's go back through. I think I'm done over here. Someday you guys will end up getting several Minecraft videos based off of the Mastercraft idea of everything we've learned about this world and its mechanics and why and why not to do stuff. So let's call it quits here because we've done what we wanted to do. We have built a path up here. We now have a path running to the lake. The next thing we need to do in the next time we play is we probably need to get... The thing is, I feel... like, part of me feels like I need to core this down already. And then build the lava farm inside this. Because of how much time I will spend around here transporting that. But at the same time, darn does it work out nice and efficient to have it down there. I just have to physically AFK it. But let's go ahead and let's get this exporting so that we have a backup of this so that I don't have to redo several days worth of data. I don't know if you guys ended up knowing or that I'm pretty sure I told you guys that happened once. I had to go back and redo between Minecraft episodes one day. I had to redo like 3 days worth of crap that we had done on stream in 2 days. It was really annoying. Like, really annoying. So let's go ahead and wrap YouTube and X up so we can get on and go raid somebody on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. We'll be back on tomorrow morning with something. I don't remember what I put on the schedule, but that's why there's a schedule that you guys can check out on the Discord. Just make sure you have the Nightingale roll, and then you have access to that, I believe. Maybe everybody has access to that. I don't remember who had that. But yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow for more something fun. I don't know what we're doing, but it'll be fun because we're here and hanging out. And yeah, we'll be back on 7 a.m. my time, 3 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago, your time. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right. YouTube's off.